Good morning, everybody. Y here with the WIP. It is Friday, September the 22nd. It is opening day for early voting, and I will be voting today. um, so thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming in and checking out the videos and sticking around and subscribing if you're a subscriber. All the things. So I did get a little diamond painting done yesterday, and I actually sectioned off my next row. So we are doing good. I guess when I'm not with my besties, I can stop talking and get some work done. So anyways, today is going to be a little different. Today, since I still have Disney World on the brain. Yes, hello, Benson. Since I have Disney World on the brain, I thought I would answer some questions about Disney. So, you all know that I went this time and rented a scooter because I'm unable to walk for any length of time. I'm also unable to sit for any length of time. So, when I had to stretch my legs, my friends had to take my scooter. So, yes, my best friend said there was no way she was taking renting a scooter at Disney or riding a scooter. And unfortunately, she had to on my walk sessions. Anyway, so some of my questions about Disney. One is, what was my favorite thing that we did while we were at Disney? And that would have to be my favorite. Nobody, no. My favorite thing would have to be the Halloween party. The Halloween party was something I'd never done before, so that made that portion of it super cool. And we got to take a lot of really cool pictures. I don't have the pictures back yet because we went as a group, and the person who registered our group got the memory maker, so I'm waiting for her to email me the zipped up copies of all of the photos. My second favorite thing at Disney was staying at the Contemporary Resort. That was something. So one of the draws to registering for the crop at all, and a crop is think about cropping a picture. Scrapbook retreat are called crops for short. So one of the draws to going to the crop or registering for the crop was the fact that it was at the Contemporary Resort. We have been to the Contemporary a number of times, and when I say a number, I mean a number. But we'd never stayed there before. I never wanted to pay that price. It's very expensive. The crop offered us to be able to stay there at a very, very reasonable rate because the crop price included your hotel. I don't know how they managed to do that at the Contemporary, but oh my, it was so cool. The room was beautiful. And if I think about it, I'll put some photos in here of the room. I'm not a huge Incredibles fan, and they rethemed the resort to the Incredibles, but the room was really, really nice. Not complaining at all. The other thing about our room, we weren't in the main tower, although our table mates for the crop were in the main tower on the 5th floor. we were over in the garden wing section, and the nice thing about it is it was right around the corner from the crop room. So it was not bad at all. That was my favorite. Those were my favorite things. Oh, and we really liked breakfast at Chef Mickey's. That's always fun. It's something that my bestie and I do every time we go to Disney World, is we eat at Chef Mickey's and get to meet all the characters. However, Goofy wasn't there today, or the day that we were there. There was no Goofy. No Goofy and no Donald. Yeah, it was kind of weird. We got Mickey, Minnie, and Daisy, which was okay. Still characters, and we had a lovely breakfast. And then we, one of the things that I disliked about our trip this time, I'm not saying that it's this way all the time or anything, but we spent a lot of money to eat dinner at the California Grill. And this server was really nice. I mean, he was wonderful, but it's a prefix 3-course meal, so you get to pick an entree. I mean, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. And it took so long in between courses, like so long. Like we were so just kind of bored. There's no entertainment there. It's a beautiful view, and I mean beautiful view from the windows over to Magic Kingdom. But and Bay Lake, and oh my goodness, it was absolutely gorgeous. But the time that it took from the time we placed our order, which took a while, to the time we left, it was over 2 hours. And that's just too much. That is too much for the amount of money that you're paying to be able to eat there. You want to be able to eat. So I don't think it was the server's fault. He was trying, but yeah, I don't know. There were people that came in after us, who were served before us and left before us. So, there's that. I don't know. I don't understand why, but that was probably my least favorite part of the trip. That and the rain that we had in Magic Kingdom for the Halloween party. I don't know if I told in any of my videos that I won the door prize on Saturday evening, the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock door prize, which was, let me go and grab it. Oh, I can't. There it is. I won the little mini backpack Loungefly that was themed for the event. So let me see if I can fit this under here. It is an up themed backpack. So cute. So cute. So I did get to bring home a door prize that I wasn't expecting. I was super surprised because there were 250 women. A few people didn't show up, like one of our group wasn't there, and one of the group of our table mates wasn't there. So 250 minus a handful of people who didn't show. It was still a very nice turnout and a very very full room. So I did show pictures of the room, or video of the room, because there were 250 crazy scrapbook ladies there. And there were also some diamond painters there. So I was really surprised that I was not the only one that brought a diamond painting. So there were, and then there was a lady making some beaded things. I bought a keychain from her. She made this to order. I asked her if she had any Ursula anything, and so she made this one to order for me. Isn't that cute? So it's hanging here, up here on my pegboard as a reminder. What else? So, oh, I can tell you what I really didn't like. I really, really did not like the Reddy's Ratatouille Adventure ride. I was so excited that we were going to be able to ride this ride, and everybody told me with my back issues that it would be okay. It is a 3D film in a car that moves. So that's really all I'm going to tell you, because you can form your own opinion later if you get to ride the ride. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. When we got off the ride, I mean, I wasn't like, oh my God, get me off this ride. It wasn't like that. I just, when we were gathering opinions on the ride from other people, nobody told me that it was spinny. It was a little too spinny for me. The, you know, it talks about the movie, like it is like a short version of the movie. It's really kind of cute, but I don't do 3D well. I never have. It started with my headache days when 3D movies would give me a headache. And so yeah, I really did not care for that ride at all. I was ready to just be off of it and to move on. And of course, I talked my best friend into going on it with me, and she doesn't do rides at all. And she did not like it. I also talked her into going on Frozen because I love the Frozen ride. I love it. I love it. I love it. But the little drop, there's 2 drops in it. I forgot about the second one. I had warned her about the first one, and we were prepared for it, and that one was okay. But when the second one came, in my video, I actually think I slipped a little 4-letter word because, oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting it. It was, yeah. So she didn't like that one either. And she said she no longer trusted me to give her ride advice. So there's that. I got to ride Soarin'. I did that by myself because my friend doesn't do rides. So she set that one out. I love Soarin'. It's probably my favorite ride at Epcot. It is amazing, and I was able to film the whole thing. I only put a snippet in because I realized okay, so here's my fail, my ride fail. So I got on the ride, and just as it was getting ready to start, I started up my phone and I was videoing away, and all of a sudden my phone went black. Oh my gosh, I forgot to hit record. So I was watching the ride through my phone, the first half of it. I was so irritated with myself. So I did only get half of the ride actually on film. So that was in one of my videos, my Epcot Day video. Yeah, I couldn't believe I did that. It's just crazy. The crazy things, right? The crazy things. When we first got there, of course, so tell me if you think this is weird. The park opened at 8:30 for resort guests. So we were staying at a Good Neighbor Hotel Monday night or Sunday night. So we qualified to get in the park early. And we got in the park and we rode Soarin', or I rode Soarin', and then we headed into World Showcase. World Showcase didn't open till 11. So why open the park early if nothing in the park opens till 11? That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So while we were just kind of walking around trying to find things to do until 11, we found Goofy, or not Goofy, Pluto, and took pictures. I wasn't able to post those pictures because I didn't have them yet. My friend has those. Those were part of our memory maker. We also found Mexico Donald. I don't know if that's what he's called, Mexico Donald, but he was wearing a sombrero, and we got a picture with him. And then we got pictures, I think that was, oh, and then we got to meet Belle, but there was no photographer for Belle. So I had to have my friend take pictures of me talking to Belle. So Belle and I talked about some of our favorite books and got some pictures, and then we moved along. But yeah, it was hot. It was over 100 degrees, so maybe I didn't like the heat the most. We wanted to try all the fun drinks and all the great food at Food and Wine, but it was just too hot to even consider drinks and food. I mean, it was just miserable hot. So I'm thankful for the scooter because I would not have been able to go very far without it. I am, oh, another one of my favorite things about Disney is shopping. Oh my gosh, I love the shopping part. I brought souvenirs home for the dog, but I got those somewhere else. I didn't get those at Disney. I brought souvenirs home for the hubby. I bought some gifts for my daughter. Yeah, I had a really good time. Disney is my happy place, my favorite place on earth. It makes me just as happy as diamond painting does. Okay, that's a pretty good comparison because I love to diamond paint. The day I got home, I didn't diamond paint at all. So there's that. So I am almost, I'm really moving along on this section here. Let me put little A's. So tell me, if you've been to Disney, what is your favorite part and what is your least favorite part? One of the things that I wanted to do that I didn't get to do while we were there was ride pirates with live actors. During the Halloween season, during the parties, they have cast members actually dressed up and in the ride. So I really wanted to do that, and we just didn't make it over there. I mean, we didn't make it back over there. We went by there before the party, and when they were kind of closing the park, making sure everybody that was in the park had a wristband. So the wristband, let's see if I can show it. The wristband was just a black bracelet that they clipped shut around your wrist. So it's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So that was it. I was able to slide mine off. My friend had to cut hers off because they put it on her so tight. But yeah, I was really surprised that that Disney offered such a deal to come to the Contemporary while a party was going on at Magic Kingdom, because that usually garners a lot of people in the park. So I was really surprised that we were able to do all the things that we did and at such a reasonable rate. So next year, the crop is going to be at Coronado Springs, which is another great resort. I stayed there in 2017 with for the Jamboree convention. When I went in 2017 for the convention, I didn't go to any parks. I did go to Disney Springs and meet a friend from Florida and have dinner with her, and then she took me back to the resort. But that was the extent of it. Because I didn't want to go to the parks by myself, and I was there by myself. Well, I was there with, with my team from Jamboree, but nobody wanted to go. Everybody just wanted to hang out with all the Jamboree people. And, I didn't drink the Jamboree Kool-Aid. I just couldn't get into the, I don't know, I want to call it the cultness of it. I don't know. So that trip was mostly seeing the resort, which was cool. I went to the pool there, and the pool has a pyramid in it. I never got in the water because I got to the pool and got all situated, and then it rained. And they told everybody to get out of the pool. So I haven't been there since to the actual resort. We've been to the restaurant in the tower, Topolino's or something. No, Toledo. But they have added since like a burger bar, burger pub, on the walkway on top of the water. So that would be fun. So that's the next one, but it's in July, and I don't know about July. It was pretty dang hot for this trip. So I'm not sure if we're going to do July. But our friend that didn't get to make it, Brooke and I always, when we do these crops, we always put together like little goodie bags for each other. And we put together her goodie bag with things that were specific to her. I mailed my stuff to her because she wasn't coming at the last minute, and she got it the Friday of the crop. Brooke mailed her stuff to her, and she didn't get it till yesterday. How about that? I mean, and we mailed them one day apart. So that took a long time. I don't know why, but that took a long time. So, so yeah, she got to enjoy all of her things with us, but not be with us. Does that make sense? I felt really bad. She had a little mishap with her dog and another dog, and she got in the middle and she got hurt, and it was so sad because I really wanted to see her, really wanted her to be able to come with us, but I hope that she is doing much better, and, everything happens for a reason. So we might not know what that reason is, but I firmly believe everything happens for a reason. So maybe next year we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not sure about going in July. I'm still thinking about it. And the crop was fun, but it wasn't, oh, I'm dying to go back. There wasn't a whole lot of interaction between the women that were there. Like there was no, I don't know, the crops that we normally go to have games and things that I don't want to say that allow for some real communication between the scrappers. So like we would do the first night or the second night, we'd give everybody a chance to get there. And then everybody brings a gift worth, $10 or whatever. And you sit around and you do like a Secret Santa game. Or what is it? A Chinese gift exchange or a white elephant or whatever you want to call it. And that kind of got everybody talking and interacting. And then if you wanted to participate, there was a secret scrapper where you got a list of a name and a list of the things that that person liked or wanted to scrapbook while they were at the retreat, and you swapped names. And then you would buy gifts, and then throughout the weekend you would have little gifts sent to their table. So the organizer had, would come walk around, and she would pick things up from people who would say, can you deliver this to so and so? It was just so much fun, but it got people up and walking around and seeing what people were doing and getting to know people. In fact, this is how I met one of the girls who was, well, the one that didn't show up to the crop on this past week. That's how I met her. I met her at one of these crops where there was activities that caused engagement. That I thought was a lot of fun. So it's not like, oh, I really want to come back next year because I want to see so and so again. It wasn't like that at all. So given the fact that the crop is in July, the only way that I would really want to go back and do it again is if I had a group of friends that wanted to come and do it with me. Because I don't know how it would have worked if you were a single cropper. Let's say my friends didn't want to go and I wanted to go. And so I sign up. I'm going to be put at a table full of people I don't know who aren't very engaging, because nobody was very engaging in this entire room of 250 people. In fact, our table mates we didn't talk until they were getting ready to leave. It was late Friday night. So that was Saturday night. Sorry, Saturday night. That was the first time we really talked to them, and then we were like, wow, these are really cool people. So we did get contact information from them so that we could keep in contact even after the crop. So yeah, it would be neat to see them again, but there really wasn't any reason to engage with anybody else. I did engage with the lady who was making the beaded things because I wanted a specific thing. So I asked for a specific thing, and she created it for me. I made one, had her make one for me and one for my best friend. And then we, that was it. There was no more real contact with her after that. So yeah, it was just it was okay. Also, the store that was there had a lot of stuff, but a lot of just stuff. Like, we didn't purchase a whole lot of stuff. Normally, when we go to these places, we come home with all kinds of really neat stuff because, there was stuff there that we couldn't live without. And that was not the case. Here, it was a lot of, I can't think of the name now. But it was just a lot of the same stuff over and over and over. So there was nothing new and different and unique, or there were no really nice scrapbook pages, or I don't know. It was just different. It was different, and I'm glad that I went. I'm happy that I was able to go. Anytime that you're able to hang out with your friends and do the things that you love to do, it's a good time regardless. The fact that we got to go and stay in a really elite resort was probably the highlight. So there's that. Well, it is Friday, like I said, and I do have to work from home, so I do need to get off of here and log into my computer. It's still early, but I can log in and do some work before people wake up and get some stuff done. So I think I need to do that. I think I might need some more coffee because, coffee. That was the other thing. Oh, I brought home a whole bunch of coffee, Joffrey's coffee, and yes, so I'm enjoying my Joffrey's while I'm at home in my Run Disney cup. I don't know if you can see that in my Run Disney cup. Yes, it's lovely. Oops, I did not mean to hit the camera. Sorry. I have a new camera holder, and it is really touchy. Like if I knock the table, it knocks this. So I'm not sure I like it, but I also really like it because it clips on the side of the table rather than sitting on the table. Because when it sits on the table, you have legs that are in the way or a base. And so I do like it for that. But anyways, with that being said, I again thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. If you're a subscriber returning, if you're not a returning subscriber, I hope that you like what you saw today. I know it was a lot of rambling about Disney, but oh my goodness, you guys, I love some Disney. So um, that being said, I guess I will let you go. Until next time, have a fab day.